What's up, everybody? Welcome to ZTV Presents Stupid Stuff. I am Paiper Zombie, your host as always, and on today's episode, I'm talking about something that became a thing in the 90s and should have died out with it, but for whatever reason, it still continues to permeate society to this very day. I'm talking about sagging. And I know what you're all saying. Man, have you run out of topics already that you need to focus on something so asinine? Well, it might not be as asinine as you think, because if you ask any boy or young man why they sag, they'll tell you that's what guys do. It's a fashion. What they don't know is, like I said earlier, sagging didn't become a fashion trend until the early 90s. That was once gangster rap became the dominating force in the music genre, and all its artists were fond of sagging. And you know what I said in the last episode about kids and teenagers and emulation. And this style was emulated to death. But in the 80s, before it became a fashion trend, sagging was not looked at in high regard. As a matter of fact, if a kid was sagging, it usually was a sign that their family was poor and that the boy was wearing some hand-me-down clothes or some donated clothes. In either case, the pants were too big to fit regularly, and so they sagged. It's something a belt would have fixed, but if you can't afford to buy new clothes, how can you afford to go out and buy a belt? There's also a second meaning for sagging. This one comes from prison, more specifically, men's prison. We all know that men have certain urges, and we all know what some of those men do to satisfy those urges. So if a prisoner is walking around and he's sagging, that's a sign to all the other prisoners that he's willing and ready to give some up. Yes, boys and young men, that's what it means when you sag. That's what you're putting out there. Don't believe me? Think about it for a minute. How far do you have to take down your pants in order to have that perfect sag? And now that I've completely blown your minds, let me leave you on some outer limits stuff. Now this has come from the mouths of music artists who were in the industry and either left it because of an unexpected stipulation or they've tried to fight against this unexpected stipulation. Once you get to a certain point in your career, in order to advance to the next level, you have to do a little something. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you want to keep going, you have to do this, or else hope you saved all that money you just made, because you're more than likely about to get dropped by your label. Now, I know you don't believe me, so I'll go ahead and I'll let Pimp C, who was a rapper who was very well known before his death in 2007, I'm going to let him break it down for you. And once he's done, I bet you'll never look at a male in the industry who sags the same way again.
I'm gonna say this too, these niggas out there think this shit is cool, but it ain't cool. Me and this man ain't never been butt naked in no room together with no hoes, pulling no orgy type shit or doing none of that whole ass shit you niggas out there be doing, thinking you doing some fly shit. Nigga, if you in a room naked with some other niggas and some broad, them niggas looking at your ass. And if that shit is gay, and you need to get on some other shit. Me and this man got nothing but respect for each other. We ain't never pulling no train. We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. You know what I'm talking about? And I had to put that out there, bun, because a lot of niggas doing a lot of fugazi shit out here, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they flip-floppy, they pitching and they catching with these boys, and they doing all this. And if you gay, that's cool, but be gay and come on out and be that. Don't be in front of us and acting like a straight-up G, and then you get over here and you letting these boys bust up your back. Because, you know, it gonna come to the light.